Hey guys, today's review is just going to be over whole number division. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I know that we understand it. I just want to go over a couple of basics here, make sure that we are all on the same page as we go forward. So let's go ahead and get started here. Now, I've got a basic question here. A couple vocabulary terms that I would like to go over. Remember, the number that we are dividing is called the dividend. Dividend. The number that we are dividing by is called the divisor, and then the answer to any question or division question is going to be called a quotient. Okay, just basic terms there. I want to make sure that we are in focus on what all of these mean. So let's go through how we are going to divide and just kind of some basics of long division as we go through. So for those of you who are going to do long division, remember the first number is going to go in, the second number is going to go out. So the first number being 372 goes in, the second number of 6 goes out. Now that really comes into play once we start talking about decimals. So 6, now we're going to see how many times does 6 go into 3? Well, 6 goes into 3 0 times. I can work this out if I would like. In my class, you don't technically have to. So now I move to the next number, and it's not just 7. It is how many times does 6 go into 37? Well, no, my math fact, 6 goes into 37 6 times without going over. Now, 6 times 6 is 36. I am going to subtract that, and I'm going to get 1 left over. I have a 2 up here. I need to bring that down. Now I need to figure out how many times does 6 go into 12. Well, 6 goes into 12 2 times. 6 times 2 is 12. I subtract it out. I get 0. I have no more numbers up here. So no more numbers up here. A 0 down here. So I don't have a remainder. My answer is going to be 62. All right, let's move on to a harder one here real quick. Oh, I apologize for that. Let's move on to a harder one and see what that looks like for us. All right, so here we have 516 divided by 12. So again, the first number is going to go in. The second number goes out. 12 goes into 5 0 times. 12, now we're looking at 51 as a whole because we haven't used that 5 yet. Now, 12 goes into 51 4 times. 12 times 4 is 48. I subtract it. I get 3. Then I bring down my 6. 12 goes into 36 3 times. 12 times 3 is 36. And I get 0. So no more numbers. No numbers down here. That is a 0. So my answer would be 43. For those of you who kind of struggle with that long division mentality, or I guess procedure, in 4th grade we learned dad, mother, sister, brother, and then Rover. Dad stood for divide. Mother stood for multiply. Sister stood for subtract. Brother stood for bring down. And Rover stood for remainder. If that's what you need to help you do this, go ahead and do it. You guys work on your practice problems today. If you need to go back and watch the video, please do. If not, I'll see you soon.